right, welcome to the Yanagida Podcast show. We got Alana Seabury with us, part 2.
Hey.
So, actually, what were we just talking about off camera about dating? eHarmony.
Dating.
eHarmony. What was that about, Alana? Let's go into this now.
Well, it wasn't for me.
yeah, it was for who was it for?
Sir Doster.
Sir Dodester, for AKA Dodi Madriaga behind the scenes. He's he's a very handsome and dancing, energetic 18-year-old.
Good young man.
Good young man. Yeah. yeah. I like it. So what is eHarmony, bro?
Dude, I don't even know. Like, I've never gone on a dating site. However, I just wanted. So there's this thing on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's Facebook. I think it's called Facebook Dating.
Really? On
Yeah.
Facebook?
Yeah, it's weird.
Huh.
I need to cancel mine. I am not ready.
Wow. So like, I mean, you probably look for someone who's like healthy looking, no? Fit looking, not really? Or what is your like preference? I mean, because I would think everybody would want to be with somebody healthy, right? No.
Definitely healthy. Oh my gosh, Justin, what if people start reaching out? I already have enough people reaching out to me. That's why I'm canceling it.
Alana, people reaching out. Okay, there we go. Alana's off the market, gang.
Off the market. I'm loving myself right now.
Yeah, self-love.
No offense, guys.
Self-love right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about the self-love right now. When I'm ready, I just want to see how Facebook dating was like, and
yeah, so what is that like?
it's
anyway?
hard. Like, okay, so I've never done Tinder before. Or downloaded Tinder, whatever it's called. I sound like a Nana right now.
Nana.
Never done Tinder.
Nana Lana.
But you basically swipe either left or right, whether you like the person or not. And then it's like a game. I shouldn't say it like that because love isn't a game. But like you just basically swipe, you look at their profile, like it has like their details as far as their age, what they do, what their interests are. It's like very brief. And then if you match with someone, that person has to like you as well. And then Facebook will notify you like, hey, you and so matched. You can start messaging. Yeah. But yeah, it's really hard to keep up because people just start talking to you like, hey. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even focus on myself. I can't talk.
Wow.
So I just ghost them.
You just ghost them. So ghost means you just disappear.
I disappear. I
Peace out.
Houdini.
Wow, Houdini. So what do, like, I'm curious, what do like, I mean, every girl's and women's different, but like, what do you look for?
Well,
Like, I'm curious, like, just, well, what do you look for?
honestly, when I'm ready, honesty is key. I don't like, okay,
Honesty?
looks matter to a certain extent because obviously I gotta be attracted to them, right? But I'm not shallow. My ideal person is looks to a certain extent because
Which makes
that's
sense.
always nice. That's a plus. Looks are a plus.
Right.
But I want someone that's genuine, honest, healthy, and can make me laugh.
Can make you laugh.
If they can't make me laugh or they don't have like any sense of humor, you're like a no-go.
Oh, so humor is a big thing
Humor
for
is
Lana.
a big thing for me.
Got it. Humor.
Because what's life without laughing?
That's true. You gotta have someone that can like joke with you.
Exactly.
And, make it fun. Okay. So what does the genuine look like? Genuine meaning like they just like, you know.
So I know that was very vague. I want to say someone that is accepting of everything of me. I know that's a lot to ask, but like, accept me for my flaws. Accept me for I'm not perfect, but how do I explain that? Flaws and no flaws. What's the other word for no flaws?
I guess for who you are kind of thing, or yeah.
That sounded
makes sense. No, I mean that totally makes sense. Like, gotta like you for who you are. Yeah. Genuine, honesty, interesting. Humor. That was a pretty big one.
Oh, and he has to be taller than me.
Gotta be taller than you.
Yeah.
So how tall is Alana?
I put 5'1" on my license.
Oh, so you're like.
But I'm 5.
Okay. So you gotta be at least 5'2".
Well, that's kind of pushing it, but yeah.
Alana, your requirements, bro.
Hey, I have standards, okay?
like
And you know what? I'm okay if I'm
I
not
love
someone's
that.
standard, but
I
I have
love
my
that.
own standards.
Absolutely.
If they don't like my standards, then they're not for me.
So like 3 inches taller, I'm hearing. 5'5".
I think the minimum requirement would be
So taller.
5 or 6 inches taller.
Oh, okay. So it's a 5'6", 5'7". Okay.
Or taller.
Or taller.
Preferably taller.
Okay. So I've always been curious. What is this whole like taller thing? Because I would hear that, just people saying like I want to date someone taller or something like that. Like where does that come from? Is that just like a DNA thing or like?
I think it's just a preference.
Preference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing wrong with anyone short.
Yeah.
I'm short, obviously.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure there's people out there that prefer shorter people.
Huh.
And then people prefer individuals in the middle.
True.
It's just a preference. And I feel like people kind of take it too far with the expectations or their standards. But yeah, I think it's just a preference. It's almost like hobbies.
That's true.
You know?
Everyone's different hobbies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different interests.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Wow, Molly, huh? Alana Seabury, off the market. Okay.
For now.
So people, we're gonna make sure people listen to this in a year from now or 2 years, whenever Lana's like, okay, I'm ready, guys. Yeah.
We're gonna have a podcast. We're like, open availability.
Oh my gosh.
Open on the market. Let's go.
On the market. So would they be somebody that also like like what you said, hobbies, like similar hobbies to you, like likes working out or like
I would prefer that.
Yeah.
Because if
similar.
I know I believe in yin and yang.
Yeah.
But also like you guys gotta have some common ground.
Right.
If there's no common ground, like, dang.
It's weird.
It's just putting yourself in a difficult situation where you're forcing things and. If you don't have common ground, you and that other person is just not going to flow.
That makes sense.
If that makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I got that a lot from I like asking a lot of like long-term married people, like 30, 40, 50 years married.
I admire them.
Yeah, and I like asking them, and they almost universally say similar things.
Yeah.
Like one was like, be like best friends with them.
Yeah.
And then I think that's the whole like do kind of similar stuff, and then but also like have your own separate things too. So it's like the balance, huh? And then I also hear being flexible, know when to stand your ground, and then also like when to bend. What's another one I heard? Oh, and then just being all in on the person. Yeah, when they're because you're married and.
It's an investment.
Yeah, until you die.
It's definitely an investment.
So I was like, wow, it's really good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow, okay. This took a really interesting turn to start the podcast. So, and then tell me, the other thing we were talking about right before we started rolling was the jump rope.
Yes.
Dude, how was that? What was that? What happened this morning?
I don't think I like ropes anymore.
You don't like ropes anymore?
No. It was actually fun. It's just... Whoever created weighted ropes, like, you're a psycho. Like,
weighted jump ropes,
like
1.5
that thing
pounds.
It's 1.5 pounds, but that thing is heavy.
It is, because the regular speed rope is like really light.
Yeah, speed rope. I can totally do speed rope. I can jump rope. I can even do double dutch.
Right, I know you can.
Weighted ropes.
Yeah.
My arms are
it's all
right now.
Yeah, it's good to go. And that's the thing, like with the bigger grips too, and it's made out of like a PVC pipe material.
I felt that.
Yeah, so if it hits you, it's like whack.
I hit my toe and my shin.
Nice. How'd it feel?
Amazing. No. Shit hurt.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's just really interesting, Lana, because like you mentioned, you already had like gloves, huh?
Yeah, I have. My cousin guys bought me the boxing gloves, and then my late other half bought me. I don't know what they're called. The one
What?
where you can put your fingers through it.
Oh, the MMA gloves.
Yes.
Oh.
So I think that's why I have wrap,
Yeah.
and I think that's why it was shorter and thinner than the normal boxing wrap.
Interesting.
Because it's usually thicker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. So, does this mean you're gonna do jiu-jitsu after?
I learned my lesson the last time.
Now you're gonna get stronger and more fit.
I'm taking recovery very seriously. Take recovery seriously, guys. Don't just gung ho it. Being gung ho is amazing, but also like listen to your body.
Yeah.
Last session, we did boxing, and then we did the podcast, and then we did book club, and then we did jiu-jitsu. And by the time we did jiu-jitsu, I was pooped. What we do? We did like a few drills or like a
warm up, yeah.
quick warm up. I passed out. How lame is that? Like I'm like in my gi. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go, and then you pass out. Hello.
Hey, but you got to take a nap today.
I did get to take a nap. I'm like a cat. I love naps.
Yeah. See, there we go. We're good to go then. We got a little
Yeah,
nap
but I'm also sore from yesterday's workout. So recovery. Okay, green stick then. Yeah, the devil stick.
The devil stick.
Guys, you ever see the green stick? That is the devil stick. Okay.
What is the green stick?
It's like a meat pulverizer.
Oh, for deep tissue.
Deep tissue meat pulverizer.
Yeah, we're gonna do that after this. I haven't done your legs in a while.
Okay.
Actually, it's been a while. Recovery, preaching. So I got you. Yeah. Anytime anybody's sleeping, it's like that'll wake anybody up. Like, oh, good morning.
Guys.
It's gonna be great.
Rest in peace to me.
Rest in peace to Alana. Man, it's just so crazy. 2022, here we are. You know, just almost 2 years. Huh? Next week is what is it? March was 2 years into the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, March is a full.
I feel like we just blinked our eyes and it's just like, boom, we're here.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I'm just really grateful we're here.
Same.
Yeah. Because right before, I know we talked about this before, but I remember thinking like, Alana's gonna be a good coach, bro.
Oh my gosh, it was like, it does feel like yesterday when you guys like approached me and you're like,
what was that like? Was it? Did I approach you or was it Alan? I can't remember.
I don't know. I was with Ashley.
Oh yeah.
So Ashley she was the one that introduced me to the shout out to Ashley Gonzalez.
Yeah, there you go.
She was the one that introduced me to you guys because of the 6-week challenge, and then the first day I came, I met you. I loved your spirit, and then I'm like, I'm gonna keep going. And then I was pretty consistent with attending classes because it's a good outlet. Because I cannot back in the day I could not do independent workouts. Like I would like go to the gym and be like, meh. So I did it kind of deal. I didn't feel accomplished. Then when I came here, I'm just like, yeah, I did the damn thing.
Yeah, I mean it's just incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, and then I remember Ashley, either you or Alan was like, oh, we need to talk to you afterwards. I'm just like, what the hell? I was like, I was traumatized because at work I'm always like, Alana, you need to come to the office. I'm always getting in trouble.
Oh, so you thought you were getting in trouble when I was like, Alana,
I'm traumatized from like school, principal's office.
I need to talk to you after class.
I was a good student, by the way.
Oh.
Nah, just kidding. But yeah, a little PTSD. And I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna call me into the office. And then Ashley's like, I think they're gonna ask you to be a coach. I'm like, no.
How did Ashley know?
She just assumed because
wow.
She's like, you always come to the gym more than me. I'm not throwing you under the bus, by the way, but she's like, you're very dedicated and you're always talking stories, which I talk a lot of stories.
Yes. Very sociable.
Till this day.
Very sociable.
And then she's like, I just have a feeling they're going to ask you. I'm like, no, they wouldn't. And the next thing you know it, you're like, you sat me down. You're like, so we did some thinking, and we did a discussion amongst the coaches, and you guys offered it. And I was like, yes.
Dude, yeah, you were the quickest yes.
I'm like, yes.
Yeah. You were the quickest yes. Because it was you, Alyssa, and Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Alyssa was, let me think about it. Matt told me no 2 or 3 times. He's like, I don't think I can do it. I don't see myself as a coach. But he ended up being a great coach.
Matt's amazing.
Yeah. And I just remember your confidence. And you're like, yep, let's do it. I'm like, let's rock and roll, man. And I was like, just like rock and roll. And that's why you're doing this. You know,
yes.
You're here with me now. It's pretty incredible. How fast in 2 years. Yeah, it was 2 years, right? 2020. You guys did it during the pandemic.
Yes. I'm a gung-ho person, so it's good and bad in a sense. I kind of just jump into things and then figure it out later. It's a good thing because it's like initiative. And then after a while, I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into?
Yeah. It's like, what is happening?
But it also helps me like with commitment, you know?
Oh, for sure.
It helps me with commitment, so.
For sure. And speaking of commitment, we have our 8-week challenge, our first ever 8-week challenge coming to an end. Yeah, and about 20 people, and it's been a crazy journey. Yeah, beginning of the year,
lie, I tried it.
Everything. Yeah.
It was during like all the eating holidays or events.
Yeah.
Where everyone wants to just eat junk food.
Yeah. And so, like, what was the big takeaway for the 8-week challenge, Lana, as an accountability coach?
Takeaway for the 8 weeks? Well, I know for the being an accountability coach, like, you know, you lead and you encourage. How do I say this? I learned a lot from my members, actually.
Like, what was some of the stuff you said you learned?
Well, for the 8-week challenge, I think we did more like sit downs and like more, I guess you could say like bonding when we did our midways.
Yeah, halfway challenge. Yeah.
The halfway, the halfway points or the check-ins, and just listening to their perspectives on how they approach the challenge, what they're going through. It just motivated me to be like, oh my gosh, if they can do it, I can do it too. When like it's vice versa. Did that make sense?
What you mean vice versa?
Like I'm the coach, so I should be doing that for them. But they're doing it for me,
you. Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's just very motivating.
For sure. And speaking of that, I've probably seen you the most in the gym in a while too, like working out and doing stuff, and you know.
My members or myself, or did you say?
Or me? yourself. I mean, you're working out. Yeah.
It's the diet that I gotta work on. The diet's everything.
So why is that more important now? The diet now, I gotta eat healthy.
Well, I went to the doctors and I like high blood pressure, working on it.
We're gonna fight sickness with fitness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, every time someone's like, oh my god, you're so young, I'm like, yeah, I know. I gotta work on it. But so diet.
What do you remember what they were mentioning, like what foods to avoid to eat? Do you remember
I
that?
still have an appointment to attend. I guess when I went for my checkup, it's mandatory protocol for them to set up an appointment to do like, I don't know if it's like blood work or what. Yeah. I've never had to do that before. I'm probably tackling on a lot of stress too. They mentioned that like, stress can cause high blood pressure. And I know honestly speaking, I'm not like 100% with my diet. Like I'll do it here and there, but the challenge definitely helped with it. But I know I can do better. So
there we go. So we ask, yeah, do the best.
I'll know exactly what it is when I go to my appointment, though.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So it's probably blood work then.
I want to say so. It'll be my first.
Okay.
So.
Was it Kaiser?
Yeah.
Kaiser, yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You know,
It's kind
like,
of scary.
yeah, I mean, it is scary because I remember the first time went to did my blood test was 9 years ago, and it was really bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so now I was in the college time, and I was just.
Wait, you're doing, you had high blood pressure or?
It was my liver. I had high blood sugar. I had there's too much stuff, and they were like,
Dang.
what are you eating? You're eating too much carbs, or you're eating too much sugar. Like,
Yeah.
what is going on? You're 19, 20 years old. And then I was also drinking in college, and and then you're doing other stuff that makes you really hungry, and it's just not good combination. You eat chips and popcorn and all this arare, just crazy stuff. But that was right before I committed to this whole fitness thing, going to Florida and all that stuff. So yeah, and then it's amazing how I even fell off track a couple years ago when COVID first started because of the stress. Yeah, and then I put on some weight because of the stress, not knowing, and then comfort food, and then just this last blood test, they were saying it was the best blood test ever. That was the one I dropped 30 something pounds, 33 pounds, or something like that.
Dude, you dropped a lot of weight.
204 to like 172 or something like that. Yeah. But,
my weight's not an issue.
Yeah.
It's the diet and it's the stress.
Diet and
it's
stress.
the stress.
Yeah. We gotta see you take more naps then. That lowers blood pressure. Naps. Yeah. So
I got scolded by my mentor.
Yeah.
I take too much caffeine.
Too much caffeine, bro.
Too much caffeine and pre-workout.
See, we gotta limit it to 1 coffee a day then. Cause that's usually the range. Like, I know they'll say like healthy adults can drink up to 4 cups of coffee, but we'll just limit it to 1 or 2. We'll go half of that.
I
1 or
actually
2.
bought mushroom coffee.
So what is that mushroom coffee?
Exactly what it is. Like it's
Just-
just like coffee that I'll bring it in
Yeah.
to the gym so you
Yeah.
can see it.
Yeah,
But it
try it
has
out.
like all these healthy mushrooms
Huh.
for like stamina. What's the E word? Not enhancement. Endurance.
Wow.
Focus, and
Where-
it's like
Where's this
less-
from?
The brand that I bought, Rise. I hope
Okay.
I'm saying it right.
Okay.
RYZE.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably how you spell it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rise.
I know they have like mud water. You ever tried that one?
What is that? Mud water.
It's similar to the Rise one. It's like mushrooms.
Okay. And it's
Yeah.
like similar properties.
Yeah. Try to look it up.
Okay. I'll check it out.
So far, it's okay. I mean, I am an individual that loves natto, so like my taste buds are different than most people.
Yeah. Natto's awesome.
So like I'm okay with it. It's not like the best, but it's not the worst. The protein shake that you got is probably the worst.
Which one?
That plant-based one.
The plant. Which one was it? The Orgain
I
brand?
don't know, but that one tasted like I was eating soil.
Yeah. It was the Orgain. Yeah, Orgain. Yeah. Plant-based protein. Yeah. Dang. Protein, huh? That's a big thing too. No.
Yeah, I think I need to intake more protein too. I know Taylor gets me like those boxes of the protein bars.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are so good.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't even
finds some
look at
good
the-
stuff, Coach Taylor.
He is good at finding supplements and
The
all
guy
those
is
fun
like, he
tasty
loves
products.
finding stuff like that. He's like a seeker.
He is,
guy's
but
a
for
seeker.
like pre-workout
Yeah,
and
yeah.
protein.
For supplements, huh?
For
He's
supplements.
a seeker. He'll find like the best ones.
He bought me a box of like the mint chocolate ones.
Yes, I tried a bite. It's pretty good.
It's freaking
Yeah. Tastes like actual like. It's crazy. There's no sugar in that thing. Yeah.
There's no sugar. See,
No.
I should read the label.
Yeah, there's like no sugar in that thing.
I'm
I was
just
like,
like,
this
ooh,
is really good.
it's a nice color. I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah.
Mint chocolate.
Yeah. So, speaking of food, next week Saturday, 6-year anniversary too.
Yes.
Alana's gonna be our MC.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
looking for a co-MC, by the way.
Yeah. Co-MC.
I drank all my coffee.
You know, Matt Chong.
Kalea
might be you and Kalea have good energies together.
We have the same birthday.
That's right. Same birthday. Personality is similar. A lot of energy. You should ask her.
The more I spend time with her. The more I spend time with her, I'm just like, gosh, she's so weird. I love it.
She's so weird. I love it. That's hilarious. I like that.
And I'm just like, oh, that's like the Sagittarian in her. I was like, oh, my fellow Sagittarian. I don't have any Sagittarius friends.
Really?
I see it like I'm some kind of in a horoscope cult. I'm not, by the way. I'm just.
Oh. Yeah. Maybe we'll get Kalea then, co-MC.
She's gonna.
Oh, I like that.
Budging.
I like that.
I'm like, I feel like I'm being very aggressive.
Yeah.
You gotta do it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm scaring him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Maybe
It's
Kalea.
It's just because I've known Matt. Actually, I've known Matt the longest.
You were saying
I met him before
5 years or something.
Yeah, I met him before I even attended the gym. So when I saw him at the gym, I was like, oh my gosh.
Two worlds collide.
We're soulmates.
Yeah. Two worlds collide.
That was like a different life back then, me and Matt.
There you go. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Chong. So, yeah, 6-year anniversary, gang. It is just crazy. I don't know. We're going to wrap it up soon, but yeah, everybody listening, everybody sharing this, everybody that's been on the podcast, all the members coming in and out, our team, just really grateful, because we literally started out like a backyard like 7 years ago, and $59, and I remember buying a piece of kettlebell from Craigslist, and then a medicine ball from Sports Authority.
Oh man, I miss Sports Authority.
And then that was it. I was like, oh my god, that's it. That's my whole bank account. And then after that, I started training people. And I was like, yeah, if you guys want to tip me, it's free. Just a little tip jar. And I remember like Coach Carol.
Yeah.
She was one of our members. She would tip like $5 or $10 at a time. And I was like, I'm gonna go buy more equipment with this. And so that's how we got started. And so, really, thank you, and Alana for being on here too. And any last words, Alana?
Man, I don't know. Piggybacking on you, I'm super grateful to be here, to experience being on a podcast. Mm-hmm. This is like a first for me. And the first session we had, really fun. I was also like highly caffeinated, but...
Caffeinated, motivated.
Exactly. We got to make a shirt.
Caffeinated, motivated, dedicated. Oh,
yeah.
Shoot.
That's for another time.
That's another one.
But yes, truly grateful, and really happy to be a part of this team. So,
thanks.
Yeah.
And Dodie, thank you for behind the scenes, man.
Dope
Handsome and dansome. We got to get this guy on the podcast, man. He's pretty handsome,
also
bro.
on eHarmony.
Yeah. Oh, there we go, gang. Thank you guys for listening to the Yanagida Podcast, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Toodles.